In this video, I will share with you 5 situations where men promise you the world and don't follow through with it. I will also explain why it happens and how to handle it. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaitė. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I will share with you those 5 situations where men promise you the world and don't follow through, why don't you take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of high value or low value, which I have in my video description box below. And if you like my merch, Righteous Girls Rule, you can always get it on my YouTube store. So here comes the number 1. He is promising you things because he wants something from you. His promises are a form of flattery. Him giving you a lot of flattery and promises, charming you, is his way of showing you that he is attracted to you, that he is somewhat invested in you, meaning that he feels the chemistry, therefore wants to promise you the world and make you feel amazing so you would like him too. Flattery and promises are a very light way of investing in a woman. It's like a beautiful poem. Everyone likes to hear it, but it doesn't mean that the words have truth. They are there just for enjoyment. And just because we enjoy it, it doesn't mean that we should believe in everything and be naive and gullible with it. It doesn't mean you should move quickly with him because he's selling you a fantasy that you love to hear. Don't jump into bed with him or actually think that he has fallen in love with you from the moment that he has seen you. All of this flattery will make you think that he has fallen head over heels for you, and you in return will want to give your whole self to him in the first couple of dates, weeks or months. Please don't do it. All he's using is a sales pitch to get you hooked. And if you will give yourself too soon in every way, he will most likely be gone in no time, as he will feel like you are just way too easy. Therefore, be wise. Try not to underestimate men. In fact, I would recommend to overestimate them. After all, they are the ones that are coming with strategies on how to seduce women. And if falling in love at first sight was true, he would be falling in love at first sight with every attractive woman that he meets. Ladies, men fall in love by spending quality time with you. So if you want to be with a charmer, you must behave in a correct way by being smart, high value, setting in boundaries, respecting and valuing yourself, and observing his actions, observing his behavior. Therefore, let him charm you, as it's a natural and a wonderful feeling to be charmed. However, understand he is trying to charm you and impress you for you to like him and show you his best cards. Number 2 reason where men promise women a lot is when we feel guilty. So for example, maybe you have been acting high value and he has been falling for you. But then you started to act low value here and there, and he started to lose attraction for you. And you guys are supposed to have a date, but he cancels on you last minute because something came up. He gives you an excuse, but something came up at the totally last minute and leaves you hanging because he's not attracted to you enough to give you his time. So he cancels on you. However, when you text him a message saying like how disrespectful it was and how much you miss him and you were looking forward to the date, and now he feels guilty because you still have some form of connection and bond, or perhaps he's just a guy with good manners, and because he feels guilty on canceling on you last minute or ghosting you, he promises to step it up to you. Now ladies, a lot of times when a guy has lost quite a bit of attraction for you and he cancels the date, and when he still feels guilty, so he promises you to make it up to you, a lot of times the make it up part doesn't happen. Why? Because guys don't date women out of guilt. Guys date women that they are attracted to. So if he started to cancel on you, I would recommend for you to reflect back on your dating and see perhaps maybe one of the reasons why he's canceling is because you turned him off somewhere along the lines. And of course, maybe it's not your fault, maybe it is. I'm just saying reflect back on your behavior, because most likely if he's canceling on you, it's because he has lost some attraction for you. So you need to figure out why it happened so it doesn't happen in the future. Number 3, he is promising you things because he is enjoying the fun. So for example, let's say he charmed you, or perhaps he didn't charm you, you guys just started hanging out and maybe you even jumped on him and you guys slept together, and now you guys have this type of casual relationship or casual one-night stands or just something totally casual, and you guys meet up, let's say once in a blue moon for sex, but you're not letting him go because secretly you kind of want more. And when you guys spend time together having sex, he drops you in things such as, oh, you'll make such a great wife someday, or any man would be lucky to have you. Yet he himself is not dating you properly, he is not taking you out, he is not introducing you to family and friends, he's seeing you once a month and it's always a hookup. So what he's doing here, he's promising you things to keep you around because he's enjoying that fun with you. If you're falling for these little breadcrumbs, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are really highly disrespecting yourself and you're behaving in a very, very naive way. But if you're really into him and you see a lot of potential in him, check out my video how to turn friends with benefits into a relationship, which you'll find just by following the link right here. Number 4, in a relationship, he makes promises to keep you around, to drag you along as long as he can. A lot of men want to squeeze as much as we can out of you by investing as little as we can in you. If he has not made anything official, I mean engagement or marriage, it's because he's dragging it out on purpose. Men hold the key to the relationship. So he might tell you he wants to marry you, but not give you actions. That's because he's only telling you what you want to hear in the moment and buying himself some more time without actually giving you any real action. It's kind of like when we tell you that we will put that shelf up and then never do it until you get someone else to do it, and then they complain that you were impatient. Some will even go as far as to tell you that before he can marry you, he needs to move in with you just to see do you guys fit, that he really wants to have a baby with you first. He encourages to start a business with you, and even after he has done all of this, he will turn around and tell you that actually he has commitment issues, he doesn't feel emotionally ready yet, and that you don't need marriage because guess what, it's just a piece of paper. By this time, you will be so heavily invested that you will find yourself stuck and unable to say no. And this is how you ladies get trapped. Therefore, I would really recommend to have a time frame for yourself. You don't even need to tell him that. And if by the end of that time frame the relationship has not grown to where you want it to be, then be willing to walk away so you're not wasting your time and he can no longer take advantage of you. And if he's serious about you, he will give you what you want to keep you. If not, you have to just save yourself for many more years of a relationship that won't go anywhere. Number 5, why men promise you the world and don't deliver? Because he is not a man of his word. And he lets people down regularly as he doesn't take responsibility for what he says or what he does. He is always all over the place. You feel like you can't trust him or rely on him. This usually happens with men that were spoiled as children and had a bit of a toxic upbringing. So we were able to change their mind every few seconds and everything was just going their way. Ladies, if that's the case and you're dating a man that's really irresponsible, that you cannot rely on, that promises you one thing and does another, I would highly recommend you to say thank you next. Because with these type of guys, the truth is when you start to date them, the red flags come out very, very quickly. He literally starts to let you down a lot of times before even making to that date. Or even if he makes it to the date, he usually lets you down on a date or at least on a second date. Don't keep going with him thinking that perhaps the next date he will make it up and things will be better. Just observe his actions, look at it as it's very immature, it's very irresponsible, it's very toxic and just purely not good enough. Number 6, where the guy promises you the world and doesn't deliver is when you have changed. So maybe in the beginning when he was dating you, perhaps you weren't that into him, so he had to pursue you, he had to charm you. He was sweeping you off your feet because you weren't acting needy, clingy, you weren't pursuing, you were being feminine, you weren't putting him on a pedestal. But perhaps when you started to fall for him and getting more emotionally attached, you started to overgive, wear your heart on a sleeve, pursue and make him into your everything. Therefore, he started to lose attraction for you. When he started to lose attraction for you, you started to see that he is not delivering on his promises. And ladies, this is a natural cycle. If in the beginning when he was really into you and he was promising you things and delivering on them, and now he is not, I would recommend to look at your own behavior. Have you changed? Reflect back on your own actions, on what you say and what you do. Because if he used to be a man of his word and do things correctly because he was so into you and wanted to sweep you off your feet, instead he's coming up with excuses, it's very likely because you have changed, because you're behaving differently from before and he doesn't want to go out of his way to charm you anymore because his attraction for you is on a low now. So if by reflecting back on your relationship you see that this is the case, I would really recommend you to check out my video, What is a Woman of High Value? You can find us by following the link right here. Number 7, which is just a bit of a common sense. Promised you something and didn't deliver. Maybe simply perhaps because he was just not able to do it at this time. Maybe you really wanted to do it and was going out of his way to do it, but something more important has happened and he just can't do it at the time being. People make mistakes and nobody's perfect, and if somebody breaks a promise once in a blue moon, well, forgiveness is a lovely trait to have. Or if you're gonna let it go, not gonna hold it against him, you'll still show him that you trust him. I'm sure in the future he will make it up to you for it, and everything will be just fine. As I said, nobody's perfect, people are not perfect, and forgiveness is a very good trait. Saying that when things go off once in a blue moon, this is when it's understandable. When things go wrong and he keeps promising and not delivering every single week, this is when we have a problem. So ladies, let me know what did you think about this video. If you liked it, please press like. Join Greta's High Value Women School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And if you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to love yourself, or perhaps you have a little hobby that you would like to make into an online business, I have all of these packages for sale on my website, which is called gretabereisaite.com, and I will put a link to get them in the video description box below. And to the ladies that are interested into my online business package, I'll have it half price on sale for the next 2 weeks. So if you're interested in that, just WhatsApp me, and my WhatsApp will be in the video description box below. Thank you so much for watching, my queens. Kisses from Dorset. Mwah.